Hi Falcons, I just have one other short little video that I need to put together to show you guys how to do a couple things in Synergy. You've seen a lot of training videos come out from Elizabeth Motkevich and from Stephanie, and so I just wanted to show you a few more things that are included, that are supposed to be included in our Synergy training that are kind of on my end to do. So a couple things. Those of you who are familiar with Synergy, you might notice this is a little bit different layout. We're now signing in right to the sys side. We see that first. I'm going to come back to this, but I want to go to the teacher view for just a moment to show you a few things. So if you go over here to this bell over on the left-hand side and click that, it'll take you back to your teacher view. It's kind of the normal view that you're probably used to seeing. I'm going to show you a couple things. The first one I'm going to show you is how to email progress reports. To do that, you hover here over Gradebook, and then drop down here to emailable progress report and click that. You'll notice it has one student's name only. Don't worry about that right now. I'm going to show you where all the rest of them show up in just a second. These are all the options of things that you can include in your report, and you can play with that, like show all your assignments, show standards, request different things, show assignment percentage of overall score, whatever. Do a lot of different things if you want. I'm going to leave it as is, so it's just going to show their overall grade, the legend for that grade, like how many points of what they have, their points in bar. And then right here under delivery, you're going to click print email, and it's going to bring you to another screen. And this is really where you actually do the work of printing, or in this case, emailing these progress reports. This is my advocacy class, and let's pretend I'm going to send home a progress report on them. I simply click the little checkbox here and check that I want all my students to get one. I can also uncheck it and select just 2 students if I want to, so Teddy and Mateo, if they're the ones who, that's both their names, they don't prefer to go by their given names. If I need to send one home for those 2, I can do that. I can include a header text, hey guys, or hey folks, here is your progress report. And then below that I can include a footer text. Next week we are going to be doing whatever. I can include that. When you click, it just saves it. That's all it's doing. It's going away and comes back. It's just saving what I've typed. I can include parents or students or both or just one, whatever you want to do. And then the include copy to includes this little section right here. If you have a specific person you're supposed to email to, like let's pretend a parent who's maybe not listed on Synergy says, hey, would you keep me in the loop? Or a grandparent, or maybe there's somebody, an admin, who says, hey, I just want to keep tabs on the student, whatever you do progress reports, or whatever. If there's somebody else you need to keep in the loop, you can put their email there, and then when you're ready to go, you just go over here to where it says print an email, and you could print these if you're going to hand them out for whatever reason by hand, or what most of us are probably going to do, email. And once you just click email right there, it'll send out those progress reports to those students that you selected, okay? The other one I want to show you is another cool report. If you hover over Gradebook again and drop down here to where it says special reports, there's a couple really cool special reports that you ought to look for. There's actually several. This discipline referrals as a teacher, you can look at that and look at your discipline referrals that you made, and then you can look at these 2, and these are the 2 that I'm supposed to be talking to you about: missing assignments including blanks and missing assignments without blanks. These 2 are really handy. Let's say that you're cleaning up your grade book, you're getting ready for the end of a grading period, and you're trying to clear up any blanks or any missing assignments you have. Maybe some students have submitted some late work, and you've just got too many assignments or too many kids, and there's too many tables and things and too much. What you can do is you can run this report, and it will tell you where you have blanks in your gradebook or where you have missing assignments that you've said that they're missing. You've clicked that little button that says missing. It'll pull up that report, and you could run this per student or per class, and it's kind of a handy report to look at. Practice running those. Highly recommend you do that. You can also do some different group stuff eventually once some of those things are added. You can also check your grading periods as a teacher to see if you've updated things for this grading period, and you can look at your last post-to date as well. So those are handy things to have. Those are under special reports. So Gradebook, special reports. Okay, now I want to talk about, I'm going to go to the new Gradebook really quickly, and then we're going to go back to the sys side. So if you hover over Gradebook and go to Gradebook main, this is how our Gradebook has traditionally looked for the last 5, 6, 7 years. If you hover over Gradebook and drop down here to New Gradebook, you can, for any of your classes, use the new Gradebook or the old one, and they're interchangeable and they talk to each other. So there shouldn't be any issues if you start off using one and don't like it and switch to the other. The coolest thing about this, I'm going to show you a few things. The little plus sign down here, you can create assignment. And when you create an assignment, you've got a few more options than you do with the old one. You can link things. You can link stuff from your Drive, your YouTube, links, etc. If you want to, that'll show up in student view. If you want to do things by unit and you add units, you can do that. You can add content and upload it to go with your assignment if you want. I'm not planning on doing a lot of that since that'll all be in Teams, but you can if you want. The other cool thing about New Gradebook is everything is auto-saved, or it tells you if it's not saved. So like right now this says one unsaved change. If I click the save button, I didn't do whatever it wanted me to do, so I didn't do it yet. I'm going to create a new title for this item. So we're going to call this week 1. The due date is going to be next Friday. No unit, category. I'm going to say that this is, and you can, by the way, edit all of these. I can't remember if it was Elizabeth or Stephanie that had a video about how to edit these, which you can do that. I'm going to call this an in-class project. That's a category that I use. And then for raw score, I'm going to say this is 20 points. Let's say this is maybe all my daily work assignments for the week, okay? So I'll put that in there. I can add student content, or I can add my teacher instructions if I want to. And then when I'm ready, I come up here and click this little thing, and it signs all my stuff, saves it all. And so currently right now, everything's saved. I click it again to make sure it's saved. Right here, this indicates for me that it's saved. There's 0 unsaved changes. So I can publish. It says not published to portal. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe because I didn't do something correct here. Let's see, advanced settings. Oh yeah, there we go. That ought to do it. Okay. And by the way, if you're playing with standards or SRGs, you can see standards and things here. You can see their student submissions, etc. Okay. If you're using this to assign work to. Try this again. All right, now it's published to portal. Okay, so what's cool is once I'm done and I've completed all this, then I can go back to my gradebook. So to do that, I'm just going to click the X here after I save my change, whatever my change was. And it asks you, which is nice, do you want to save this change? So here I have my week 1 assignment, when it's due, etc. And I can just plug in scores. And what's really cool is, this is what's nice about the new gradebook, I can type in the score, and then I can also put in my notes or private notes. I can actually add my comment codes right from here. Super handy. There's a bunch of reports you can run from here, just like always, and you can play with that. And if you need help with it, just let me know. I want to show you the options though, because this is what's really cool with New Gradebook. With New Gradebook, I can actually have the students' pictures on. I can show drop students, their marks, their class percentage. If I want only one of those, I can do one. If I want to show their student ID or any of these other things like show only ungraded, you can turn that on to check for ungraded assignments. Missing counts, you can turn that on or off to see how many missing assignments they have, and it'll actually show you how many missing assignments they have. There's a bunch of neat options there. So like right now, it's under the missing bar, there's 0 of them. And basically what's cool about this is it's kind of an Excel spreadsheet. You can even use these filters. And so you can filter different things and filter different scores. So if you have a really big class with advocacy, it doesn't look like that much data. But with a larger class of 25 or 30, you might want to use some of these filters, especially once we get late into a semester. You can also save all this in an Excel spreadsheet, export the data. You can choose a particular column. There's a column chooser here. Bunch of neat stuff to play with. I would definitely look at it. Even if you don't like it, you should at least look at it. What else? Oh, I can click on this individual assignment and look at this course item, and it'll just pop right up to edit it versus having to go to, click on the assignment, edit assignment like we used to have to do. You can just click right on the assignment and it brings it up to edit it. Anyway, really neat stuff. Highly recommend it. When you click on the little plus sign, you can add stuff to a page. You can add content. Again, I'm not planning on using a lot of this. So I'll use Teams for that. But that's how you create an assignment. It's down here with the plus sign. So anyway, new gradebook. So hover over gradebook, go down here, click on new gradebook, play with it. I think it's really nice. I think it's going to be something we'll use a lot in the future. We make sure, last thing we need to show you. Running reports from the sys side. So I showed you can run reports from here, but it's a little bit of a pain. I like running it from the sys side, and to do that from here, we're going to click up here. That's going to return us to the Synergy sys side. And it's going to show me this is my home. So if I clicked on home here, this is what it would show me, the same page. You can click on the tree here and click on Synergy, and then click on student, and then click on reports, and then click on list, and have some of the student reports that you can run. And there's more in some other places. Or I want to show you pro tip. Pro tip. Type or click into the quick launch bar here and type in STU. And you'll see a few different things pop up: student grade, student profile, student view. But then you'll start to see other reports that you can run, these STU with the numbers after. Do not click on more, but if you hover over more, it'll offer you a whole bunch of different reports that you can run. And so, for example, let's say that I got 2 new kids added to my class and I need to make a new class roster or class list for my emergency folder. All I have to do is type in STU and come down here to class list or class roster, and I can do that right from here. And especially if you get to know some of the reports you run a lot, then you can just type in STU 408, and it'll actually pop up with this class list, and then you can click it and make the report right from there. And it's really easy. It gives you a whole bunch of information, but you only need to do a couple of things. If you just select the period, meaning the hour, so it's third hour is what I'm looking for, and then you go to your name, that's all you have to do, and then you can click print. And bada bing, bada boom, you're gonna have your class list pop up. Just like that. I think third hour I've got about 30 kids. 20 female, 10 male, it says. That's my third hour. And so anyway, it's really handy to just jump if you just need to get to a quick list of some variety. It's really handy to use. And what's even more fun is this little star over here. It keeps track of your history, so things that you've done recently or looked at recently, it's all right here. And so if you use a couple of these really often, like the student transcript or class list or whatever, it keeps all those right here handy. So whatever you do on the sys side, you can just jump back to your history and probably find it here as well. So hopefully it's a few extra pro tips. If you want to play with Synergy some more, I know we've been focusing a lot on Teams and OneNote and all the other instructional piece, but now we need to spend some time thinking about the grading piece. So please watch all of Stephanie's videos, all of Elizabeth's videos. Make sure you're getting your gradebook all set up properly, that all those things are set. All right, I'm good. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, your week to come, the end of the weekend. I have no idea what day it is. It feels like I've been living in a hole for like 3,000 years. So anyway, you guys enjoy. Let me know if you have questions. Let anybody else know, Elizabeth, Stephanie, if we can answer your questions. And talk to you guys later.